Shalom, giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakakwadash. Double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. And salutations to the brothers pushing the truth throughout the four corners of the earth. And also shalom to the elect that are scattered abroad. Shalom, salutations, greetings. And I'm, driving, leaving camp, and spirit, just meditating. And we spoke briefly about this at camp, and I just wanted to speak on this real quick. Not gonna be long at all. It's in transit, so I'll quote precepts the best I can. And in Israel right now we have of course we're gonna have problems with other Israelites, and but I kind of just wanted to speak on as a if you're a young man in this truth, you just wake up to the truth, and it's gonna be geared toward the younger men in the faith. When you come in, there is a proper way and how and conducting yourself in the truth. And here you have and what you see in Israel is a lack of respect, a lack of humility, a lack of behavior. Because when you first come into the truth, you're a babe, and as you continue to grow and learn from other men, you're being taught, basically being groomed on how to be an Israelite. Because here in America, we've been lied to. And that's why a lot of Israelites, when they hear about our customs, they hear about what the law says, because it's not us. We just read out of the Bible. It's disgusting to them because they still haven't fully gotten out that junk of the Babylon. That Babylon junk is still inside of them. And this is why you need teachers. This is why you need men to guide you, to teach you, to lead you. And this is what our people in the ancient world had. All right, young men will be brought up by other men, and that's just an Israelite thing. Okay, that's Israelite customs. That's part of what we do. And you have men, young men, leaders of groups. When they are in positions of power, you can see certain things from them. Okay, when Apostle Tahar speaks about them coming up another way, there's a certain way you come up as an Israelite young man in the truth. Okay, you got the elders and you got men under them to teach you, to guide you. But men, they think that you can learn everything on a video. Now, watching the videos are beautiful. You learn a lot. You get the bulk of your information, the bulk of your learnings. You might get it from the internet, which majority of us, we do. But there's there are things that you can't learn on the internet. And what you see now is right here, right now, these men, Naquan, certain of these men, they watch these videos and they just go out and they start their own camp. Okay, but they didn't get the proper information, the proper knowledge, the proper their conversation, which goes into behavior. It's not up to par. It's not aligning with the scriptures. Okay, when you Go and read stories of our forefathers and when they had altercations with their elders. I always use King David for an example. David was in a position where his elder, which Jonathan was his elder. Yes, Jonathan. I mean, Salakia, Saul. Salakia. Saul. I meant to say Saul. Jonathan is his son, Salakia. Saul was his elder. Saul was older than King David. And David was at the brink of death sometimes, dealing with his elder. And David didn't do anything to him. David, he was innocent. Okay, now David's behavior was he was raised up as an Israelite. Okay, and here the elders are here to teach you, and the different brothers are here to teach you the ways of the East. The scriptures tell you, ask thy fathers and they shall tell thee. Okay, but here at Babylon the Great, we're not raised up. The majority of our fathers were raised up as Israelites. So we have to ask our spiritual fathers about it, the past, about the Eastern culture. Okay, and bucking up and disrespecting your elders and disrespecting elderly men, period, is not an Israelite thing. Now you, especially the men that you learned the truth of the Bible from, those are not Israel. That's not an Israelite thing. Though that's heathens do that. Because really, as a young man, you're supposed to be humble. And the Lord said that except you become as a child. What did he say? You should not enter into the kingdom of heaven. When you first come into the truth, you're humble. You're like a child. But some men, they don't come in like a child. They come in, they might come in as a child, but they get puffed up. So the point of this video was to remember, there are other aspects of the truth more than just videos. You got men, you might know the breakdowns, you might know the deep similitudes and dark parables, but your conversation, you out of pocket. You out of pocket. David said, shall I touch the Lord's anointed? Did not the Lord send the elders to teach us? Did they not? Correct me if I'm wrong now. Did not the Lord send the elders to teach us the truth? So you calling the elders niggas and bitch ass niggas and old niggas, that shit, that's, where'd you get that from? That's America book, that's Babylonian shit. When you read the scriptures, that's not in there, man. You know, and our people, they have a problem with our own customs. They have a problem with with some of the laws that the Most High have. Okay, you have to get brainwashed from this Western world. So, dear young men, this is for the young men. This is for the young men. That's why when we come into the truth, you're supposed to want to know how it was in the East. Go get the manners and customs of the Bible. Go and get them. Go and get the books, man. Read them. They're good reads. So you should want to know how we did things in the ancient world. There are certain customs that we had. I have the book. It's called Manners and Customs of the Bible. I got 2 of them. Why? Because the elders recommended the book. Being taught by a man does not make you less of a man, brother. Being taught by the elders, it doesn't make you less of a man. That's Israelite custom. Kings were taught by elders. Did you know that? that the kings of Israel were groomed up by who? The elders. When you the king's sons were under tutors. Why? Because the king had a business to deal with. The king's son, I'm saying it again, the king's son, the one that was groomed up to be the next king, he was being taught by tutors, by elders, different other men. All right? So here you have, because I'm going to say this again, there are things that you cannot learn on the internet. And a lot of these men skipped that process. They skipped it. You can't skip the process, man. Now, is every brother going to learn from men in real life instead of on the internet? No, all brothers not going to have that opportunity to do that. No. You're going to have believers, the great multitude, they're going to come in. And some of them, they're going to have to learn on the fly. But us now, which we have this opportunity, this grace period, you know, you got to behave yourself correctly, man. And what you see on display here in Israel is pride. And a lot of these men that got these groups, they Quam, and it's a lot of Israelite groups, believers of the way, they don't have any elders in their camps. Where are your elders? You know? So, hey, I believe I hit the point. Lord willing, was edifying. Shalom.